Here is a late-stage era Cartoon Network series, the Craig of the Creek franchise. But unlike some of the shows that came before, and majority that came after, this show managed to get a lengthy run, lasting 6 seasons, and being the latest series to ever end. Almost makes me question how this show stuck around for so long, and how it managed to do so, when many of the shows surrounding it can barely make it past 2 seasons. It's also the first Cartoon Network series, in over a decade, to have an African-American protagonist after Class of 3000, which is what I call progressive. It's yet another series with a young boy whose name is on the title, just like Steven and Clarence, though he's accompanied by 2 redhead kids named Kelsey and JP, with one being a genius and the other insane, often exploring parts of the creek inhabited by other children. Craig even having an underground hideout, located in a stump to himself, Kelsey, and JP too. I remember when this got announced, I expected this to be Harvey Beaks but with humans characters instead. I remember really enjoying Harvey Beaks when I was younger, for the short time it aired on Nickelodeon and later Nicktoons. That series was made by the Chowder creator, though not as chaotic, it's still pretty charming. Craig of the Creek is somewhat similar. You can pretty much tell this series is the spiritual successor to Clarence, though it's a bit less realistic, though pretty close. I never really watched this show all too often, as I was interested in other stuff, but I recall catching some earlier episodes involving Kelsey searching for a book in a library, Craig being a hoarder, one where they explore the sewers, and the episode where the main trio all get cursed by some lesbian witches, Luz and Amity. Wait, wrong show. In theory, this might seem like a mindless little cartoon to throw on to have your 8-year-old waggle their arms and do the JP, though I believe this series goes much deeper than that, but I've been missing out due to me either focusing on whatever little crumbs of Gumball, We Bare Bears, or OKKO that were airing left pretty early on, or me focusing on the Disney Channel shows that would premiere during its run like Big City Greens, Amphibia, and Molly McGee, or me watching LS Mark's cartoon ranking videos and Scott the Woz episodes. It's weird how this is considered a staple of the network, though I still view it being a bit more recent, much like how Nickelodeon considers The Loud House a staple, because that's one of the 2 only cartoons they have currently, but it could just be me getting old, I guess. Disney Channel even does this with Big City Greens, despite nobody ever talks about it. The series also premiered right as memes revolving around the infamous Bean Mouth started to appear online, with this series being no exception. I think the show even references older shows that aired on the network, like how the Elders mention some older shows in one episode, and another has Craig wearing an Eduardo mask. I think KO even appears in one episode, as part of an in-universe fighting game roster. Pretty sure there might be some references I missed, and I don't think this was really an important detail of the series at all, but I thought I might still bring it up. This series was popular enough to get a spin-off series targeted to an even younger demographic, much like We Baby Bears, focusing on the adventures of Craig's younger sister Jessica in her Big Little World. Not to be confused with Little Big Planet for PlayStation 3. Like Baby Bears, this series also uses a pastel color palette. Again, I'm not really a fan of Cartoon Network trying to target preschoolers, as I think the network works better for people of all ages. Overall, Craig of the Creek isn't my absolute favorite CN series in the world, but I thought it was a good little show from what I saw, and I don't think the Jessica spin-off really dips it down a bit either.